How do you make the woman you love feel truly understood and cherished? The secret lies in unlocking the source of her pleasure. Join me on a journey where you'll learn to speak the language of intimacy with finesse, making every moment together unforgettable. Over years of practice and conversations with both men and women of mature age, I've noticed something fascinating. Satisfaction in the bedroom doesn't come solely from technique, it comes from emotion, from the quiet yet powerful connection between two people. Because, you see, when a woman feels understood, not just through words, but in every gesture, glance, or even a subtle silence, something magical happens. She opens up, feels safe, and pleasure becomes natural, not forced. So, if you've ever worried that your body isn't what it used to be, or felt unsure whether you're doing enough to make your partner happy, stay with me. Because I believe what you're about to learn today will not only enhance your intimate life, but also help you build a warmer, deeper, and more enduring relationship. If there's one thing every mature man should know, it's this. Women experience pleasure not just with their bodies, but with their souls. And that explains why some young, healthy couples struggle to find harmony, while those who've shared decades together often do. Many still believe the G-spot is the sole key to a woman's peak pleasure. But the truth is, according to a study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, only about 30% of women reach orgasm through intercourse alone. Most women, especially in their mature years, need external stimulation, particularly of the clitoris, which has over 8,000 nerve endings, twice as many as the penis. This means your understanding and sensitivity as a partner matter more than any position or skill. And then there are other areas you might have overlooked, like the neck, ears, shoulders, and breasts. Did you know, per a survey in the Journal of Women's Health, 97% of women say the neck is highly sensitive? A slow kiss or a breath close to the skin can make her shiver with emotion. This brings us to something more vital than any technique: emotional connection. Women don't switch on as easily as men. They need to feel safe, loved, and valued. They need to know the person beside them isn't just touching their body, but listening to their heart. Research from the American Institute of Sexuality proves this. Couples with a strong emotional bond are twice as likely to experience orgasm compared to those less open about sexual preferences. A knowing glance, a small question like, "Do you like this?" or even well-timed silence can be the most powerful bridge to emotional connection in the bedroom. And if you're wondering if there's a technique that truly makes a difference, there is. Oral sex, when done with respect and care, is one of the most effective ways to help a woman reach orgasm. According to the International Journal of Sexuality, 75% of women find it easier to feel satisfied through oral stimulation, not because it's exotic, but because it shows their partner is taking time, being gentle, and truly attentive to them. Licking, sucking, or circular motions around sensitive areas can bring intense joy, but only if you listen to her responses. Every woman is a unique melody, and you, as her partner, have the privilege of playing each note. So, don't rush. Take your time. Let every intimate moment be a wordless conversation full of emotion. She won't just remember you as a man who loves, but as a man who loves with maturity. You'd probably agree that some things can't be learned through theory alone. Only time, experience, and understanding bring them to light. And one of the deepest truths a mature man grasps is this: sexual satisfaction doesn't start with the body, it starts with emotion. At 60 and beyond, we're no longer caught up in the technical standards of youth. Instead, we learn to listen, feel, and connect. And that makes all the difference, because most women aren't seeking a man who knows how to perform, but one who wants to truly understand. Think of young couples where everything happens quickly and under pressure, to perform, to achieve. But the truth is, many women in those relationships feel disconnected because there's no real bond. Sex becomes a duty, a task to complete, rather than a moment of love, comfort, and closeness. In contrast, a seasoned man knows intimacy doesn't always require bold moves, but often comes from the simplest things. A hug from behind while she's washing dishes. a soft kiss on her forehead as she drifts to sleep, a sincere question like, "Are you okay today?" These are the gestures that soften a woman's heart, open her up, and then her body naturally follows. Science backs this up. According to the American Institute of Sexuality, couples open about their sexual desires, not just in words but in actions, have higher orgasm rates, more frequent intimacy, and overall happier relationships. A mature man also understands he doesn't need to know it all, but must always be ready to learn and grow alongside his partner. He's not afraid to try something new or feel hurt by feedback. Instead of taking it personally, he listens. Instead of rushing, he's patient. And instead of fixating on results, he savors every moment like a slow, emotive waltz. Did you know? When a woman's partner gently asks, "Do you like it this way or that way?" she doesn't feel awkward, she feels cherished. She feels loved with respect, not rushed or imposed upon. And that emotional safety is the strongest foundation for physical pleasure to fully unfold. Sex, for mature adults, isn't a competition. It's an endless journey of discovering each other. Let every touch, whisper, and breath be proof of the mature love and understanding you offer the woman by your side. If you're still here and this resonates with you, let me continue to the next part, where we'll explore sexual positions and emotional connections that deepen the intimate experience for both of you. Are you ready? When we talk about sex after 60, one beautiful thing rarely mentioned is that you're no longer swayed by the pressure to look hot or perform explosively like in youth. Instead, you have the chance to truly explore not just your partner's body, but the deep emotions you share. And one of the most exciting parts of this journey is discovering how different sexual positions can bring you closer, not just for variety, but to understand each other more. You've likely heard of the 69 position, a classic where both partners give and receive oral pleasure simultaneously. The beauty here isn't just physical stimulation, but the sense of balance and trust. Both open up, touching each other in a deeply intimate way. According to the Journal of Sexual Medicine 2016, many women say they feel more connected in this position because it allows them to be active in both giving and receiving pleasure, rather than just lying still. Then there's doggy style, where the woman kneels and the man is behind, often noted for deep penetration. But those experienced enough to know themselves and their partner will tell you doggy style isn't just about physical intensity. It's a way to explore sensitive areas rarely touched, like the G-spot or perineum, rich with sensory nerves. But don't misunderstand, no position is better than another. Satisfaction doesn't come from the position, but from comfort, consent, and emotional connection between you. A position becomes special when paired with a loving gaze, a caressing hand, or a caring whisper to the woman beside you. Research shows couples with strong emotional bonds have higher quality sex lives, not because they're better, but because they don't measure or compare. They make love to communicate, to heal, to remind each other, "I still choose you after all these years." So if you're seeking novelty, instead of looking to books or films, try something simpler. Talk to your partner about what she likes, what she wants to try, and what makes her feel loved. You might be surprised how changing a hug, a kiss, or the time of day can make a big difference in your shared satisfaction. Sex, especially at your age, isn't a race to orgasm. It's a space for two mature souls who've weathered life's ups and downs to rediscover each other in tenderness and intimacy. A single touch can make her feel worthy of love. And if you're thinking, "I'm not sure I'm flexible enough for new positions anymore," know this: the most valuable flexibility isn't in your muscles, but in a heart willing to learn and care. And no one does that better than a mature man like you. If this part feels relatable, let's move to the next, where we'll discuss physical and emotional health, the foundations for keeping the spark alive, no matter your age. Ready? When we talk about sex in mature years, especially after 60, we can't overlook physical and emotional health. At this stage, bodily changes aren't rare but a natural part of aging. The good news? Understanding those changes, Caring for yourself diligently and fostering true emotional connection are the keys to maintaining a vibrant, warm, and meaningful intimate life. Many women after 50 enter perimenopause and menopause, a journey where their bodies shift hormonally, especially in estrogen levels. According to a National Institutes of Health report, over 60% of women in this phase note significant changes in sexual desire. They may feel less interested, experience vaginal dryness, or find orgasms harder to achieve. But this doesn't mean they no longer crave intimacy. On the contrary, they need a more refined, empathetic kind of sex where emotion takes center stage. And this is where your role as a partner becomes more vital than ever. When the woman beside you navigates these changes, showing patience, understanding, and gentleness in intimate communication can make her feel more loved and valued than any medical treatment. Physical health matters too. Something as simple as a 30-minute daily walk can significantly improve blood flow, essential for erections in men and stimulating the entire genital nervous system in women. Gentle exercises like yoga, swimming, or cycling also boost natural hormones, lift mood, and make the body more agile for intimate activities. Harvard research shows that those who stay physically active not only live healthier, but also enjoy more satisfying sex lives, regardless of age. But physical health is just one piece. Emotion is where it all begins. You might give her flowers, lightly touch her hand while she's cooking, or simply hold her a bit longer before bed. These seemingly small acts can ease the quiet insecurities many women carry at this age. Fears of being less attractive, less desired, or unable to keep the flame of love alive. And when emotions are nurtured properly, pleasure blooms naturally like a cool stream in summer. Sex at this age isn't just physical pleasure. It's a wordless language where emotions are conveyed through glances, breaths, and meaningful touches. But for that language to deepen, it requires listening and understanding. Don't let familiarity dim the most beautiful thing, intimacy. Try asking her, "Do you still like when I stroke your hair like when we were newlyweds? Or would you be happy if I held you longer tonight?" A small question can open a world of connection. Research shows couples open about sexual desires not only enjoy more intense pleasure, but also live happier and healthier lives, physically and mentally. A sincere conversation on the couch, no need for grandeur, can be the first step to bringing you and your partner closer, not just in the bedroom, but in your souls. Don't shy away from trying something new. A different touch, an unexpected compliment as she steps out of the bathroom, or an evening trying gentle massage. These small things have the power of a candle, quietly warming a room on a winter night. If you worry your body isn't what it used to be, remember, the most valuable flexibility lies in a heart willing to learn and love. You deserve a complete love, a relationship fulfilling both physically and emotionally at any age. Sex isn't just necessary, it's worth cherishing, as it's proof of love, companionship, and the wordless sharing between two people who've chosen to stay through every change. So don't hesitate. Start today with a question, a gesture, or a tight embrace. Let her feel you still want to explore, still love, in a mature, profound, and more beautiful way than ever. Thank you for listening and for choosing to believe that intimate happiness has no expiration date. If you found this video helpful, share it with those companions walking with you on this loving journey through aging. I'll see you in the next content, where we'll continue nurturing not just health, but the connection we all deserve. If today's video touched your heart, if a moment made you nod, smile, or simply rethink how you love and connect, I have a small invitation for you. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to build a space together where honest conversations about health, sex, and mature relationships are voiced, heard, and valued. Leave a comment below. What in today's video made you think the most? Or do you have a memorable experience about closeness or understanding in your relationship you'd like to share? Thank you for being here.